we are now going to start prepping the website. So we're going to work on adding in, pick a font, get our color set, change the actual font and headings inside the designer, and then we'll kind of find some like website ideas of what you want the Nessie site to look like, and we'll just probably grab screenshots of something like a very low fidelity mock-up of the site, and then on the next video we'll start building it. So we're going to start over here. All right, so I already went and did a little research ahead of time on a font. So it is called the Scotland font. I'll make sure you like it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it is this font right here. So it was free. So that's a
Perfect.
good font. Okay, so I already downloaded that font. So we'll at some point have to go in and change it. All right, so the next thing is we will need colors. So the question is, what kind of color theme are you thinking? I think the Scotland flag is blue. Blue. So I don't know if you're wanting, what color theme are you wanting to go for the website?
Well, I was thinking kind of a Scottish, like a kilt. Like if we on like Amazon, if you Googled like what kind of that, maybe like that red and green, kind of that, yeah, those maybe those kind. There you go.
Okay.
That kind of that gold run through there, some blacks, yeah, kind of that theme of that. Is that a plaid? I don't know, tartan, that kind of that tartan
All right. So we will,
color theme.
let's see, save image, open image in new, yeah, let's just open up the image in new tab. We'll just kind of keep, all right. So this will be our rough color theme. So we will need to pick, a primary color. So the question is, will this be a light colored website or a dark? So will it be white with like some neutrals, and then we'll do pops of color of green and red and black and gold? Or what are you thinking?
So I would prefer on a little bit on the lighter side. So I like the reds and the yellows and the little bit more brighter, happy. Because Nessie's a fun, happy. You know that we like on the couple of those sample images. You know they were the bright green, happy, fun, cartoony. You know we like this to be more fun, poppy kind of colors, not the dark greens and the blacks. So we want this to be more vibrant and entertaining.
So what color would you want as your primary? White then? Probably
I
off
think
white a little bit.
white
White.
probably needs to be a white, maybe you know, maybe a slight gray, maybe just so it's not pop, you know, like stark white.
All right. So off white hex code. All right. Well, what do you think about this one? Just do an off white, an FA,
Yeah, very
F9,
light. Yeah,
F6.
perfect.
All right.
Just
So
so
if you
it's
want to write
not
that down in a doc real quick, that color code
okay.
right there.
All right, let me grab that. So our first one is FAF 9 F6. All right, so this is our off white.
All right. So we need to see, is there a way to just use your image? Copy image. Can we just paste it? Only one image file is allowed. Okay. All right. Well, let's just do gold hex color. Oop, did I not type that in? Gold. Oh, there we go. All right. So what are we thinking in terms of our yellow gold?
That one's not bad. That you had your mother one to the right. Um,
This one?
yeah, that's not bad.
All
I
right.
think that was
So that's FFDF01.
FF
Well, that's more
EF.
yellow. It's definitely not gold. Like if we look at this.
Oh, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
See, I really want that image.
Can you save that image off and see if we could drag it in? That is kind of more of a pastel yellow though in this kilt.
All right, we'll go back to this, see if it'll. All right, there we go. I'm not sure right here is a good. What do you think, like this?
Yeah.
That looks pretty decent. All right, so we've got ECDA 77.
ECDA 77.
Repeat that. What do you have?
ECDA 77.
77. Okay. All right, and then we can grab like a burgundy red. Wait, I like this one right here. Yeah, this one's a good. Let me know when you have one you like. Probably this. Let's go that. All right, so we got B24,
E24. Bingo.
F5E.
5E. All right, we're getting pretty close to the University of Minnesota colors too.
Well, they probably stole it from
Nessie.
Scotland. All right, then we want to find our green, and we probably want to find a lighter on the green. What do you think of that?
Those are all kind of nice, subdued. Yeah.
Yeah, low saturation. All right, so we got 55,
55.
6F,
Yep.
6.2.
All right.
All right, so we've got colors, we've got a font. So the next thing we'll want to figure out is our images. So how many images do you have currently, like on your NFTs and stuff? And what other images are we gonna want? Actually, I'm just curious about Nessie flag images.
That's a good question. I think there's probably a never-ending supply of um, Nessie images, and I'm just going to log into my collection real quick and just see how many NFTs I have.
So are we trying to keep this real looking? Are we keeping it cartoonish?
So a lot of my NFTs are cartoonish.
Okay, well, we should probably stay similar.
So 4, 5,
Okay.
6, 7, 8. So I have about a dozen Nessie NFTs, and they are all very cartoonish, very silly, very goofy, mostly low res. They're
All right, so okay, that's fine. Do you want to incorporate any like Scotland imagery or any stuff like that? I'm just trying to think about. Let's start thinking about the sections. So maybe that's what.
okay.
Let's brainstorm sections, and then as we're talking through them, I can maybe do some googling, and you can write down what each section will kind of look like. Maybe we'll grab some screenshots.
It would be fun to do a little bit of kind of pretend, so it adds a little bit of kind of authenticity to do a little bit about like where the Loch Ness, kind of would come from, and so there's kind of an aura of legitimacy to. I mean, well, obviously Nessie is real, so we're not saying that Nessie isn't real, but
Okay.
we want to give maybe some maps, a newspaper headline vibe, section.
All right. So if you've got your docs open, let's start going and trying to put our sections in order real quick.
Okay.
Um, let's go to. Can I look at web flows? Um, want to see if we have to log in first. Yes. So I definitely think we need to have a like a contact form. Like if you've seen Nessie,
Yes. Yep. I
I definitely
spotted
think
Nessie.
we need to do a see. We'll build all of your NFTs into a CMS, a data collection.
Yep.
Um,
Map.
A map. Yep, a map section. I think it could be kind of interesting, kind of cool to do. I think the header, I think, should kind of relate maybe to Scotland. Like if it
Sure.
was a Scotland header, a nice big image, and maybe we even pop one of like we touch up like hide one of the Nessies, even if it doesn't match the style into that, and then just like a little blurb of have you seen Nessie or Nessie exists or something like that, and we'll kind of do text over here, full background image.
Could we
Um,
do a background video effect of, of a Nessie sighting, or could we find some fun video to play somewhere?
you could. We probably wouldn't. I mean, we have done that in projects before. Um, it definitely slows down your site. So I
Okay.
would say, if we didn't have to, maybe not.
All
Just a
right.
static image, a little more accessible too, a little easier for putting it on different devices. But if we had like a further on section, like a third or fourth section,
Could we do a grid of, I'm just kind of picturing a grid of maybe the top 6 YouTube videos of Nessie related YouTube videos, the most 6 most popular YouTube videos about Nessie.
yeah, we could do that if you'd want a section of that.
Yeah.
So see an interesting opening, like, oh, this is a video though, that's interesting. Um, Even if it's just a still of Scotland or a lake or something as our opening.
Okay.
All right, let's go
Yeah.
back to the showcase. Let's just go by. I want to see some clonables that are pretty popular. Let's go by most liked. Let's see what we've got in here. Okay, we can open up this. This kind of looks cute. Let's open this live site. Let me know if any sections like stand out to you that I should screenshot and we could like um, remake.
Something like that with a map of the loch behind it is very nice.
Okay. So if you'll notice, this is kind of a cool feature. This is called a fixed image. So as you scroll past the section, the image doesn't move. So it kind of gives that really cool
Mhm. Yep,
effect.
I
All
like
right, well,
that.
let's screenshot this. Let's see, that's Shift Command 4. Grab a screenshot of that. Okay.
I like how that stuff faded in. I don't know how we would use that, but that was kind of cool how
Okay. Can definitely
text
do that.
faded in. Some I was noticing some of those features, how that,
Tabbing selection.
oh, interesting. Oh, they got a lot of cool features here.
Video. Some quotes or something. It's like a cool, pretty cool site.
Yeah, there's a boatload of stuff here.
Trying to think if there's anything usable for what we're kind of doing. That's pretty cool. Just a background effect change.
Wow, where the one guy stayed and the Pink Panther faded in. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty complex site.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing we'll want to decide is do you want a sticky? Do you want a sticky nav? Do you want so it keeps going down with you? Do you want a burger menu? Like, so this one doesn't even have really a nav. Are you going to want a nav? Do you want just a single page scroll and then links are further down as you get in there?
I would think we would always want the home page and a couple. I don't like a lot of buttons, but I think that I like having them always available.
Kind of hard to see, but otherwise cool concept. else do we have where it's kind of cool looking? All right, so then I guess the other question is, do you want to pre-write any copy, or would all of that just be stuff that we'll just kind of come up with on the fly?
I could write some. I could write. Start working on a few paragraphs, or it won't be too hard to write some of that as we go.
I suppose worst case we can throw in some lorem ipsum or something.
Yep.
Let's view this
Right.
project, open in Webflow. Oops, no, I did not want to open it in Webflow. I wanted to view project details, and I want to open live site. Here's a pretty cool one. Hover over and it kind of zooms in.
Mm.
It's pretty fancy. I think you can click off probably, no, on the next button. All right, so we'll need to, if you want to start downloading all of the images from all of your NFTs,
Okay.
you can either screenshot them or save them or whatever. We'll want all of those. We'll do some more brainstorming in on the, okay, what's this? Okay, so this is the site we're using. All right, so here is the Nessie font. So what I did is I went to our project settings and I went over to the fonts thing and I just uploaded the font right here, the Scotland font. So I just uploaded the OTF,
Okay.
and then now that's in the site. If we go back to designer. All right, so I've got the controls at the moment, but that's fine. Maybe we can do some tweaking right now. So I'm gonna go to the style guide page. The question is, how frequently do you want to use that font? Do you want to use that Scotland font on all of the headings? Do you want to use it on the entire website? Might be kind of hard to read on the
Yeah,
little
it'd be hard
text.
to read on all the text. I would think headers would be the primary purpose.
All right, so I'll kind of show you. I don't know if we went over this on how you style classes. So there's one of two things you could do. Because we're going to apply this to every heading, if I have to go in and change it on all headings, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to the body and I'm going to go, so I just click the body element right here. And
Okay.
then I click the class thing and it'll come up as HTML tag. So any of the pink ones are our highest ranking classes. So I can click this. So I can also go over here and it shows all of the highest rated classes, the pink ones. So I'm
Okay.
grabbing body all pages and you'll notice that these settings right here are blue, which means all of the website's font size, color, and height is getting pulled from this tag. So right here, when I change
Yeah.
this, it will change everything on there. So we're going to go ahead and grab the Scotland one.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do is go back and change it for the paragraph. So here's what the paragraph would look like. Is that too
Yeah,
hard to
that's
read?
hard. Yeah,
All
it's
right, so I'm going to
horrible.
go in here, grab the all paragraphs, and we're now going to go down here and change that to, when you go to enter, it's kind of boring, but do they have enter here? Maybe that's something you have
Or
to,
just Arial is fine.
yeah, let's just do Arial, that's fine. All right, so we'll try to keep all of our paragraph text just nice and bland, and then all of this for the styles. So that's how we went and very quickly set up all of our fonts.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got colors. Oh, why don't you read me back those colors that you pulled out? So we're gonna go to our
Okay.
color palette. Um, all right, so what I wanted to do, yeah, I'll just grab this. All right, so what is our primary color?
Okay. So the first, okay, you want the background color, or what do we want to consider the primary color?
The off-white.
All right, off-white is FAF. 9F6.
Okay. All right, then our secondary color.
So we have our gold or yellow.
Is that what you want as the secondary one? Or do you want the
Well,
red
I'm
or the
not
green?
sure. Yeah, let's go. I guess let's go green
Okay.
because I think that maybe be the darker of the colors. 556 F62.
All right, so real quick, I'm just going to see if this worked or not. So I'm going to grab this item and then, or actually, wait, is this where I do the colors, right? Let me make sure that's, is color. Okay, I don't know if we set those up. Oh, okay. Maybe I was trying to do this side. All right, so is the white, that is the off-white.
That
What was the off-white one?
FAF 9F6.
All right, and then the green.
Green is 556 F62.
Okay, and then the third one.
ECD A77.
All right, and then what I'm going to do is grab this element. We're going to Command C, Command V. There's a spacer in there somewhere. I'm not really sure how they're. Oh, okay, so what I'm going to do is to add another color. Make sure you Command Z that real quick. I'm going to grab this whole background color right here, this background color black. Command C, Command V. So I actually need to change these. I haven't been naming these right. So the gap, this is right. So this now I need to background color gray. I need to rename to
Okay.
green.
Yeah.
And then this one I need to rename to, we'll call this yellow. And then this one, I'm going to click duplicate class because I don't want to, if I started changing it, it would change this one. And now I can go in and name it red.
Red. Yeah.
All right, then what's the color?
B24 F5E.
All right, so there's our colors.
That's looking pretty sharp. I think those will blend well.
All right, so our buttons, our primary button. Oh, actually, here's the next thing we should do. In all of our items, what I want to do is grab this color, and I want to add it as a swatch. So I'm going to do green. Then we go down to the yellow, grab this color. Oops, grab this color, add it right here using the plus button, and go yellow. Then I'm going to go down here, add this color as red, and then we'll add this color as off white. All right, so now if I go up to the button here, we can change the color quickly to what's a primary color we're going to want for the buttons. The green, I think, was our secondary color. And then we'll go down here and we'll change the border color to green. We'll change the text color as well. All right, sorry, where's the text color on this right here? To green. Those are pretty hard. That button text is pretty hard to read on the buttons, but we'll see how it goes. All right, then this one, we'll just change the text to green. All right. let's see, our text color, we could make our text color the green because it's dark. If we're doing a mainly um,
Yeah.
white thing, we could make our text all green. That would kind of pull in the green. So let's do that. So let's go, how do I want to do this? I think, do I just go, I might need to go to the H1 is, we're going to grab, where are you coming from? Sample, oops. Is it pulling from where? So let's just say if I change this, it's not going to change anything. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the body tag again. So I'm going to go click body, grab the body all pages, and we'll just go into the text color setting, and we'll just change it from here to our green. So now that all changed. And it's still legible. We've got a double A on the white, so that's good. All right, and slowly we're making progress here. All right, well, I would say this is pretty decent to where we're at a starting point for that. So what we'll want to do is, I guess there's two things we're gonna probably do. So maybe we'll pause, we'll compile these things. We're gonna compile all of the images into our assets
Okay.
panel,
I'm
and
working
then
on
we
that.
will compile all of the screenshots of what we want the website to look like. So we'll go find some inspiration and we'll lay out those screenshots in the order. And then our next video, we'll go in and name the sections, start adding just the bare elements, and then before you know it, we'll have a website built.
All right. I like it.
Sweet.
It's
Well, we
awesome.
will continue in the next episode.